Again, the focus should have been the advertising satellite. But then again, I even feel like we're shitting on the owner now by saying that he left and didn't want to, but these people are going to be the ones who don't want to leave and then won't. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Stoneface Reactions. I'm Theta, and we are back with another episode of Apocalypse Hotel. Again, still unsure if I'm right or wrong about the whole only 8 episodes thing. Everything I'd seen beforehand said 8 episodes. One listing on one website said 12. So, moving forwards, I'm still thinking it's going to be 8, but if it turns out to be 12, we're still here for the whole run, regardless. That said, though, I do have a board. And with the board comes the board changelog, where I've added Hammy and gave him a purple line to Yachio, which is mostly implied due to Hanko, but gonna treat it as real for now, because who knows, right? Who knows what's going on with the programming of Yachio and really the unchanging emotion on Harmy's face. I also added Captain Avior, Dr. Becrux, Mighty Cuff, and their unnamed companion, and marked them as enemies of Harmy, because it was a Super Sentai episode. Don't know what to say. I do have a couple of notes, like not really that much I can go into about last episode, but, always come with something. The Tanuki family says it's been a century. They showed up 50 years after the first alien, which itself came 100 years after humanity left. Then, meaning the last episode, should be 250 years since humanity left. That makes it that much more confusing that Yachio says that it's been 400 years since humanity left. She's 150 years off. Then again, she just lied or creatively told our alien a half-truth about there only being animals on the planet while directly regarding the Tanukians. So, could be intentional. I don't think so, though. Actually, because remembering later in the episode, she makes other references of that nature. However, the fact that I expected a lot of depth from the show, and a lot of times it goes hammy and jokey instead of that depth, they feel like they've abandoned it. Benefit of the doubt, what if that 400 years thing isn't a mistake, and it isn't a lie? What if her internal clock is failing, and she's actually dying? And that is one of the first clues to that going on. And we are coming back to the darkness. Like, maybe Yachi only has an episode left, and the show ends with her, right? I keep pointing out how the opening is lighthearted, while at the same time there's the one scene about her reaching towards the doors as the light fades and leaves the hotel. I think there could still be darkness and depth to the show, and that maybe we're only hinting at it. Like, I don't want Yachio to die. It's not what I was aiming for here, but just a little insight, and maybe that could be the thing. What does Harmageddon actually mean to Ponko? I mean, they say it was just an Earth rumor, but from that consideration, I would have to believe that definition of Armageddon came and went already. I can only guess Ponko means the destruction of the face of the Earth, and disregarding its people. That, or she considers them to be the people of the Earth now? And my last note. It's funny that, considering how many shows I've watched on the channel, the thing I know Adobe for the most in anime is their advertisements or instructions being used as filler for English text in the background paperwork of older anime. Or that wall in 86. Heck, recently, episode 4 of Gundam Wing had a front and center Adobe reference. So, our new alien speaking a language from the Adobe system Might as well be more Adobe name dropping. That said, though, those are my notes about last episode. Board, everything like that. I legitimately have no idea what we're getting into this episode because obviously we don't do any next time ons. I'm hoping we're returning back to the seriousness, or at least the seriousness of concept. But only one way to find out, so let's go ahead and hop on in and see what we're getting.
But before we get started,
make sure that you hit the like button,
hit that subscribe button,
comment down below to feed that algorithm.
On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this, unfiltered,
uncensored,
and uncut,
as well as some early access stuff,
you can check it out over on the Patreon.
It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure.
There's zero pressure in order to do that. It's just a little bit of extra support, and it would be greatly appreciated.
Should we join a cult between episodes? We're trying to summon an alien? Okay, I mean, I'm gonna spend the opening now trying to guess what's going on. Ventura. I don't know what the hell it means in that context. Space people, obviously, is English. I mean, it's not English in that context. There's a translation for it on screen. We know the Tanukians aren't going anywhere. They're trying to make a home on Earth now. Having abandoned trying to fix their spaceship. Although, you know, the element of Tanukians trying to repopulate the Earth or any sort of way. My whole note about them considering themselves people of Earth. It's one family. Like, I know real animals, maybe, but these are higher tier sentients. I don't think you could repopulate the world with one family. Sorry. I was going to point it out, but this is going to be hidden on YouTube, so that darkness scene I was talking about. Yeah, I guess maybe they're just trying to call aliens down to them. But I would think that the Accio would know better than saying words out loud and thinking that that would do anything. Because there was like no radio transmitter in front of them. I don't know, I'm going to go back to guessing cult. Maybe they got influenced by a cult.
お客様の呼び込み業務、今日はこのくらいにしておきましょう。だいぶ形になったね。はい。聖なるホテリエソウルも一段と待機中にリリースされ、ナイスベントラでした。
Okay, this must be a Japanese thing I'm unfamiliar with.
科学的根拠は全くないです。アレシボメッセージの返信は未だ確認できません。なので、引き続きポンコさんのオカルトを試してみましょう。大丈夫、絶対お客さん来るよ。この予言書に書いてあったもん。春マゲが来ることも当ててたんだよ。
Oh, they formed their own cult.
続けてダメでしたら、他の呼び込み方法も考えましょう。うわ、雨だ。ひとまず中に戻りましょう。
Well, I mean, we still haven't done the launch a rocket thing, which is one of the owner's desires. Yeah, as I just said.
人工衛星ですか。
うちも銀河ロー印の衛星を打ち上げて宣伝したいんだけどな。そしたらもっと世界中の人にこのホテルを知ってもらえ
I
る
mean, you could just flash back to the other one.
ま、そんな金はない。
Because he said that in the alcohol flashback too.
人類いないから意味ないぜ。
僕らみたいな宇宙人に向けて宣伝したら
そんな簡単じゃねえんだよ。
いい考えかもしれません。やりましょう。
はあ？ウイスキーとはわけが違うぜ。ただまあ天候も予測できるってんならやぶさかでもないがな。
もちろんです。そうですね。レストランおすすめのメニューも宣伝しましょう。
I mean, technically, being able to predict the weather, ECR could send that message to wherever the hell he's sending it to.
そうですね。神の杖も。
I mean, Rods from God is a weapon system.
かつて世界のどこかで実際に進められていた未完の宇宙兵器の計画があったって。 神の杖。それは衛星に搭載された金属の棒であり、地球に向かって射出することで極超音速の落下エネルギーを伴い、敵を跡形もなく消すことができる。
Then what would the purpose of it now be, though?
最強の宇宙兵器
There
で
are
あ
no
る。
targets on Earth.
ポンコ、ちょっと前に気づいたんだ。どれだけ頑張ってホテルを良くしても守る力がなかったらいつか誰かに壊されちゃうって。それから毎日不安で
What a weird evolution of what this hotel could become.
意外と漏れなくて。だから衛星作るなら神の杖も作ろうよ。
守るだけならミサイルでいいんじゃねえか。
神の杖はミサイルよりも環境に優しいしエコなの。
I don't think anything that targets the Earth is going to be
宇宙兵器
eco-friendly.
の保有は宇宙条約で禁止されてるぜ。
じゃあ今から宇宙条約を一時的に無視する国内法を作ります。
待ちなさい。勝手に法律を作るのはまずいって。
You literally
ですよね。
can.
法律は所詮ただの多数決です。
え
では決を取ります。
Yeah, I mean, there's no representative authority anymore to counteract any law that you make.
はい。いえ。
どうして？必要なのはホテルの広告衛星です。宇宙条約以前に神の杖が必要だとは思えません。ダメ！神の杖は必要だって。予言書。これ予言書。
Also, I don't think a rod from God would defeat Harmy.
それでも私の意見は変わらないと
Now that
思
we're
います。
trying to defeat him, I just think that he is like the ultimate threat represented right now. Yeah, also, what does the prophecy say happens to humanity? Because if it doesn't anticipate that we all get wiped out by
昨日
a
はごめんね。
airborne disease, then it was just all wrong.
私の方こそちゃんと説明できずすみませんでした。それでも銀河楼に神の杖を。分かった、大丈夫。それでは本日もお客様の呼び込み業務を行います。ベントラーベントラースペースピープル。ベントラーベントラー神の杖。ベントラーベントラー神の杖。
How do you trick the robots who are pre-programmed? I was going to say, she just put up a bunch of signs. Where did she even print them?
ザギンの皆さん、ポンポコポーン。ポンポコポーン。我々が侵略者からホテルを守らない。我々が神の手によってホテルを守ることは。
Okay,
母なる星。
two
いや、
things.
義母なる星。
One, why are you facing outwards? All the inhabitants of the hotel are inside.
もしこのまま神の杖が配備されず侵略者が現れたら、あなたの生活はどう
Two,
変
your
わる？
entire family voted against you last time. So why are they with you this
そして我
time?
らの領土を土足で踏み荒らし、挙句の果てには縄張りを示すためにうんちをそこら中にまき散らす。うんちにはハエがたかる。ハエがたかったらあなたの仕事は一生終わらない。さあ今こそ立ち上がれ銀河楼。空へと打ち上げる神の杖。
Technically, isn't Flycatcher's entire life
我ら
overtime?
このホテルを救う道なのである。
I mean, also, you're the ones that filled the hotel with shit well before.
演説を中止してください。どうして？ポンコさんの行為は政治活動にあたります。ホテルの規約には施設内での政治活動禁止の項目があります。普通に話してるだけじゃん。これのどこが普通なのですか？従業員であるポンコさんがこのようなことを続ければホテルの評判を落としかねません。しかるべき処置を取らせていただきます。
You don't get fired.
しかるべき処置って？迷惑行為を行う方にはやめていただきます。規則なので。規則なんて変えちゃえばいいじゃん。ホテルの規則は絶対です。ヤチオちゃんってロボットみたいなことしか言えないのね。はい、ロボットですから。
No
カチカ
shit.
チ頭、心も脳みそもないくせに。はい、ロボットですから。あ、
But also, I mean, that does denote your belief that this isn't also what she wants.
ポンコさんがホテルのことを考えてくださるのはとても嬉しいです。しかし神の杖はもう逃げるのは
嫌なの。Dookie has love holes in the ground. We already covered that.
星から逃げなくちゃいけなくなって、そっからずっと逃げてきたんだもん。もうここからは逃げたくないの。地球人だって好きでヤチオちゃんを置いていったわけじゃないでしょ。ポンコ、もう逃げたくない。
Wow, the darkness from the
ヤチオ
opening.
ちゃんを置いていったりなんてしない。だってヤチオちゃんは友達だもん。ポンコの雇い主だけど友達だもん。ポンコ、ヤチオちゃんやみんなとずっといつまでもこのホテルで楽しく過ごしたいもん。だから絶対に神の杖を積んだロケットを飛ばさないといけないの。
Literally, I think that would
ポンコさんのお気持ちは分かりました。どうして分かって
send the wrong message to literally everybody out there. Also,
私の
for
部屋
me,
の
would
最
I not
適
see
解
that
とは
right?
異なりますが、確かにこのホテルを守り続けていくためには守ってばかりではいけないのかもしれません。
I disagree with this completely. It's your open and inviting nature, which has defended you
というわけ
from
で、
hostile action this
ポ
whole
ンコさん
time.
のおっしゃるように、私も神の杖は必要だという
You're
考えに
making
至りま
yourself
し
a
た。
target
お
by
ばあ
having
ちゃんもで
weapons.
きることなら何でもするわ。ほんと打ち上げちゃいましょう。ここにプロもいるしね。
よせよ、私はちょっとばかしいじれ
A
る
pro
くらいだ。
technician who couldn't fix his own
神の
ship
杖を
reminder.
積むとなると専門的な知識がいる。テイト・ポンポコユニバーシティの宇宙工学科を首席で卒業した我が娘のような。
ポンコさん、そうだったんですか？うん、入るときは裏口からだけど、出るときは堂々と表から。では、乗ってきた宇宙船、本当は直せたんですね。これからは本腰入れてヤチオちゃんと神の杖作りに取り掛かるから。だから。
Again, the focus should have been the advertising satellite. But then again, I even feel like we're shitting on the owner now by saying that he left and didn't want to, but these people are going to be the ones who don't want to leave and then won't. What did I say? I said they were going to need an electronics factory, and here we go.
このように構造上の問題から RFG の弾丸はフェアリング内部に収納できないため、打ち上げ時にはロケットの外側に取り付けます。
RFG って何？
ズバリ神の杖のご神体よ。
ヌーに乗ってたのとは違うね。
ともかく衛星分離後、ポンコはそのまま低軌道上にてマニュアル
I
で
mean, at this point, how far away
RFG の
from
労働を行います。
are we from just like looking for the
何
humans?
か質問は？
お姉ちゃんが宇宙に行くってことでしょ？大丈夫なの？
お姉ちゃんはタヌキ星生まれの宇宙育ち。森ガールのスペースガールだからお茶の子ポンポンだよ。あとは重量の問題ね。
Obviously, I'm not going to need to translate any of this like I do with every other show. I think I can just anticipate that it is what it says it is. We're taking the foil off of chocolate bars.
ポンコさん用の船外活動ユニットや向こうでの食事、その他携行品も問題なさそうですね。ポンコさん。あ、やちゃちゃん。ちゃんと休んでますか？ 今日も業務終了時刻をとっくに過ぎています。
ごめんね、なかなか重量の問題がクリアできなくて。
I'm assuming for the actual rod itself.
私も手伝います。
第1および第2エンジン最適化。エンジンタイプはパラレル。ステージング完了。
By which I meant like carrying it into space.
TWR は目標の範囲。シミュレーションスタート。もうちょっとだったのに。あとは生命維持システムを削るしかないか
I
な。
mean, I played enough Kerbal Space Program. I fucking suck at this too.
やちおちゃん、さすがに全部は。
解決策が見つかったかもしれません。え？私が乗ることです。そうすれば搭乗者用の酸素タンクやその他の生命維持システムも必要ないですし、太陽光から電力を供給するため長時間の活動も可能です。
ダメだよ、 100% 安全じゃないんだし。トラブルが起こった時の対処法なんかもポンコの方が詳しいし。
安全でないならば余計に従業員を乗せられません。それに対処法
Again,
は
though, you're the last of the humanoid robots, which makes it even more terrible of a loss.
あそこは生命が生きられない場所なんだよ。
それならなおのこと、ロボットの私が適任です。
やちおちゃんは生きてるもん。
他の解決策を考えている間に悪魔毛さんが来たらどうするんですか？
でも
早く神の杖を配備しましょう。私もポンコさんや皆さんといつまでもホテルを守っていきたいんです。
I hope this isn't the thing. We spend this episode getting the rocket up there, and then next episode is just a really sad
ポンコがやちおちゃんを宇宙に
Yachio dies in orbit episode.
見えてきました。
Or goes on sailing forever and sends a sad message back that I'm gonna go look for the humans.
Mattaくクレイジーだぜ。ここに来るまで70年かよ。
長い道のりでし
I
た。
mean, to be fair,
壁に
I'm
ぶち
actually
当たる
hoping that
たび
there's like
何
a
度諦め
cryogenic
そう
pod
に
in
なった
orbit
こ
or
とか。
something. And the owner's still alive up there. Don't know why, just I hope I have.
遅くなりました。
ちょうどだよ。やちおちゃん、その格好で行くの？
はい、業務中ですので。きちんと髪も留めましたし、耐熱素材で新調しました。
やちおちゃん大丈夫？
何がですか？
初めての宇宙だし怖くないかなって。
I mean, there is always the element of whatever materials she's made of might not be resistant to radiation
だけだよね。あ、宇宙から
or
見た地
temperature
球って本
extremes.
当に綺麗だからびっくりするよ。
それは楽しみですね。
やちおちゃん、手を貸して。やちおちゃん大好き。
私もです。無事に戻ります。業務を滞らせるといけませんから。
そうだね。気をつけて。
Just hoping this isn't the darkness episode that I was like just talking about.
10、9、8、イグニッションシーケンススタート。5、4、3、2、
I mean, I do enjoy that they're like
オールエンジンランニング。
playing with the infinite amount of time that they have. That Tanukians just don't fucking age. They're like Highlanders. And then the robots don't have to be concerned about it. So if it takes them 100 years to do a thing, they've got 100 years to play with.
第1ブースターの推進力正常。各数値異常なし。機体は超音速で最大動圧に到達。
こちら HG1、了解。
スロットルダウン。
スロットルダウンします。
こちらザギン、次のステージへ。
第1ブースターセパレーション。続いて第2ブースター
I would
イグニッ
also
ション。
think that if there was any human ships left in orbit, even wrecks of ones, we would know about that already.
第2ブースターセパレーション。宇宙にチェックイン完了しました。
Check in, of course. I did not anticipate us getting like any new
こ
human
ちら
information up
HG1
here in
推進停
space.
止。目標地点到達。
Almost a previous theory that I thought was true.
これより衛星の切り離しを行います。
That the ship that Tanukian saw was actually in Earth orbit and not on another
ホテ
planet.
ルを目指して一つ食と礼儀に文化あり、一つお客様の人生に今日というしおりを、一つ笑顔は最高
Got
の
all
イン
these
タ
in
ビ
my
ュー、
notes.
一つ
Also, they're the names of
おも
every
てなし
episode
に
you've been
は裏
on.
もなし。こちら HG1 広告衛星の分離を確認。続いて RFG の労働を行います。
Electromagnetic burst. The radiation, huh?
太陽フレア。
Oh, I shouldn't have broken it. It just was clamped it.
高エネルギーの家電粒子を多数観測。人間なら即死レベルだ。
よかったよ、やちおちゃんがロボットで。こちらザギン、やちおちゃんどうしたの？やちおちゃん。
Yeah, but again, it's the... We're not gonna lose Yachio in episode 7.
ポンコさんの言った通り、地球は綺麗でした。あ、これがそうなのかもしれませんね。この気持ちがきっと。
エクストラミッション、宇宙で
Not the time for it. This extra mission stuff just fucking
星
sucks.
屑になることを推奨します。
皆さんにもう会えないのか。
I mean, is this gonna be the thing that's like Johnny 5 is alive? Johnny 5, short circuit, gets struck by electricity. Sorry, gets struck by lightning and becomes self-aware as a robot. Is her systems going like all error and whatnot going to be the thing that gives her more self-consciousness, more self-awareness? I don't know. I just don't have high hopes for the last episode, considering because we've abandoned the premise that really sold me on the show from back when we were watching the trailers in the seasonal trailer review. That I thought it was really going to be a very serious introspection into the abandonment of robots in a dead planet. I don't know why. For some reason, I half suspected that there might have been a next time on. Clearly not. Yeah, we abandoned that and to do I would say almost a story of the week comedy bit thing. I mean, I don't not appreciate the Tanukians showing up. They added a fun element to the show. I just didn't expect the show to be fun all the way through. And obviously, I believe the next episode is going to be we have to save her. I don't believe that we're going to leave Yachio floating in space and then for an entire episode, everyone's going to be sad and not do anything. Technically, we already covered the fact that she survives off of sunlight as an energy source. So she could just stay up there for a long time. And they would have plenty of time to build another rocket and try and rescue her, except for the element that they'd still have to get over the life support systems and everything, keeping the rocket from achieving the trajectory that they're trying to propose. I guess technically she could stay up there for a long time, but not forever, because she'd be falling back into Earth's gravity well the entire time. I don't know. I mean, technically, I believe this was the last thing on the owner's list to accomplish. So technically, if we wanted to wrap up here, we could, just assuming that the entire show was a bunch of robots trying to achieve their owner's final wish. I don't know if that'd be satisfying, because it doesn't even fulfill what I was hoping for from the show. Also, I'm just kind of thinking about it now. Last episode had a scene with Yachio and Harmy standing on an overlook, looking at the city at night, and that very much feels like a shot that was in the trailer without Harmy in it, meaning that the trailer makers did a Disney, which is to say included a shot that didn't exist in the show to make you feel a different way than the show actually makes you feel, which would be a damn you moment. I don't know. It was a fine enough episode for any other show, which is something I feel like I say or imply a lot about this show, is that it's not bad. It has never been a bad show. I feel like the element is that the trailers propose that this is going to be a different show than the one that we get. And I'm constantly wanting that show that we didn't get. It's like, I'm not regretting watching what we're watching. I'm regretting not having the show that I wanted to watch. Either way, though, I guess that's it for my thoughts about this episode. I guess by next episode, we'll have found out if this is going to be the finality, or if there are, in fact, going to be 4 more episodes after it. So, that said, once again, I've been Theta. This has been Stoneface Reactions, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?